let's talk about the biggest battle you'll ever face, the battle of you against yourself. Because here's the truth in this life. Your greatest competition isn't other people. It's not the ones who doubt you, the ones who try to hold you back, or even the ones who want to see you fail. Your real opponent? It's the person staring back at you in the mirror every single day. I want you to think about this. How many times have you talked yourself out of a dream? How many times have you let fear, doubt, or insecurity get the best of you? How many times have you held yourself back because you were afraid to step out of your comfort zone? You see, it's not the outside world that stops us, it's what's happening inside. It's the way we hold ourselves hostage to our fears, to our past mistakes, to that voice that tells us we're not good enough. Now listen to me closely. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is you. Not your past, not your circumstances, not anyone else, just you. And here's why: because every day, every single day, you have a choice. You have a choice to give up or to keep going. You have a choice to make excuses or to make it happen. You have a choice to stay stuck in your comfort zone or to step into your potential. And let me tell you something, if you're going to win this fight against yourself, you're going to have to dig deeper than you ever have. Winning this battle isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about waking up every day with a hunger to be better than you were yesterday. It's about looking at the person you are right now and knowing that, yes, you're good, but you're not done. You've got more to give, more to become. And that means being brutally honest with yourself. It means calling yourself out when you're slacking, pushing yourself when you feel like quitting, and holding yourself to the highest standards. You see, most people let themselves off the hook too easily. They want the rewards without the work, the results without the discipline, the success without the sacrifice. But life doesn't work that way. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve, if you want to become the person you're capable of being, then you've got to be willing to outwork yourself, to outlast your fears, to outshine your doubts. And let me tell you something about fear. It's always going to be there. Fear is part of the human experience. But you have to learn to move forward with it, not against it. It's okay to feel fear, but don't let it run your life. The only way to beat fear is to face it, to take action despite it. When you feel that fear creeping in, remind yourself that the only way to grow is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because every time you step out of that comfort zone, every time you push through that fear, you get stronger. You build confidence. You start to trust yourself. And then there's another enemy in this fight against yourself: self-doubt. That voice in your head that says, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough. But here's the thing. You don't have to believe that voice. You don't have to let it control you. Doubt is just a thought. It doesn't define you. It's like a cloud passing by. You can acknowledge it, but don't let it stay. Instead, remind yourself of what you've already overcome, of the obstacles you've already conquered, of the times you thought you couldn't, but you did. This battle against yourself isn't a one-time fight. It's daily. It's every morning, every night, every moment when you have a choice to make. Do you choose the easy path, the one that keeps you the same? Or do you choose the harder path, the one that forces you to grow, to stretch, to transform? And don't get me wrong, this path is going to test you. It's going to challenge everything you think you know about yourself. It's going to force you to confront your weaknesses, your fears, your insecurities. But let me tell you, it's worth it. Because on the other side of that battle is a version of yourself you haven't even met yet. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It won't be. But here's what I am saying: the world is filled with people who settle. People who choose to stay small, to play it safe, to live in the shadow of what they could have been. But that's not you. Not if you're willing to go to war with yourself. Not if you're willing to push past the limits of what you think you're capable of. And when you start winning those battles against yourself, you'll see the world open up in ways you never imagined. Opportunities will come. Confidence will grow. You'll walk into rooms differently. You'll speak with more authority. You'll have a presence, a purpose, a fire inside you that can't be put out. Because once you've conquered yourself, once you've overcome the fears, the doubts, the limitations, you realize that nothing can stop you. Not the world, not other people, not your past, nothing. So here's my challenge to you the next time you're faced with a choice, the next time you hear that voice of doubt, the next time you feel like giving up, remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself that you're not competing with anyone but the person you were yesterday. And that person is a worthy opponent, but you are stronger, you are more resilient, you are more determined. Tell yourself every day that you are capable of more. Push yourself to be better. Fight for the life you deserve. Because in the end, the only person who can hold you back is you. And the only person who can set you free is you. So decide, who are you going to be? The person who let fear and doubt win? Or the person who went to battle and came out victorious? The choice is yours. And it's a choice you have to make every single day. Remember, this is you against yourself, so make sure that when the dust settles, the person standing tall is the one who never gave up, never backed down, and never stopped believing in their own potential. Your habits define your future. Remember, your habits are the foundation of who you're becoming. Small actions done consistently will either build you up or break you down. If you want to win against yourself, you've got to look at your daily habits. Are they pushing you closer to your goals? Or are they holding you back? Because every little decision counts. When you choose to build positive habits day after day, you're choosing to set yourself up for success. 2. Setbacks don't define you, they refine you. Listen, you're going to fall. You're going to face setbacks, disappointments, and losses. But those don't define you, they refine you. They're part of the process that makes you stronger, tougher, more resilient. Every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. So when things get tough, don't let those moments break you. Let them shape you. Let them make you sharper, hungrier, more determined. 3. Believe in your potential, not just your past performance. Sometimes we get stuck looking at who we've been instead of focusing on who we could be. But your past does not define your future. Just because you haven't done something before doesn't mean you can't do it now. Don't let yesterday's mistakes or limitations hold you back. See your potential for what it is: limitless. Every single day is a chance to prove that you are more than your past. 4. Stay focused on the process, not just the outcome. A lot of people get caught up in the end result, in the finish line, in the big win. But real growth happens in the process, in those quiet moments when no one's watching, in the hard work you put in every single day. Focus on the small steps, the daily grind, the discipline, and the dedication. Because when you stay locked in on the process, the results take care of themselves. The process is what builds you. 5. Surround yourself with people who challenge and uplift you. This battle against yourself is tough. And it's even tougher if you're surrounded by people who don't believe in you. Find people who push you to be better, who hold you accountable, who won't let you settle for mediocrity. Because sometimes when you're battling yourself, you need that extra push from those who see your potential. Choose your circle wisely, because they'll either lift you up or pull you down. 6. Your mindset is your most powerful weapon. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your mindset. How you talk to yourself, how you see yourself, how you handle obstacles, that's where the real battle is. If you believe you're capable, if you believe you're resilient, if you believe you're worthy, then you've already won half the battle. Your mind can be your greatest asset or your biggest enemy. So choose to make it your ally. 7. Celebrate progress, not just perfection. This fight against yourself isn't about being perfect, it's about making progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a win. Don't wait until you've reached the top to celebrate. Recognize your growth along the way. Appreciate the changes you're making. And give yourself credit for every bit of progress. Because every step matters, and every step gets you closer to who you want to be. So remember, In this battle of you against yourself, these aren't just words, these are tools. Tools to help you build a life you're proud of, a life where you refuse to settle, a life where you look in the mirror every day and know that you're giving it everything you've got. Take these words to heart and let them fuel you in your journey. Because greatness isn't out there waiting for someone else to hand it to you. Greatness is inside of you, waiting for you to bring it to life.